Hey guys, Huzz here bringing you another video. Today is the July Q&A. We're doing it on a special day. This is my birthday. Thought I'd do it, may as well, because I do a Q&A every single month now. So we got a lot of questions. That means it's going to be a two-parter. I'm going to do the first part today, and I'm going to do the second part tomorrow. So before we get into it, I just have to say, excuse me, my throat today has actually been acting up. So if I have to take a drink or I have to cough or something, I do apologize in advance. But let's get started. This video will probably last about half an hour or so, and then part 2 will be tomorrow as mentioned. First question is from Samuel Wickland. Do I like PvP more or PvE more in World of Warcraft? So player versus player or player versus environment? Honestly, in World of Warcraft, I've always been a player versus environment player. I was a raider. I was a guild leader and raid leader at one point, and I had a hell of a lot of fun time for many years. I miss it, and that's kind of why I resubbed. I'm looking for a raiding guild and getting back into it. But I'm also going to start PvPing. Like later today, I'm actually going to jump on my rogue and do some battlegrounds or something. So that should be quite fun. But yeah, definitely PvE. Thanks for the question. This is from Alex Lynch that says, do I know of any new champions in development? And also, who do I consider my main champion pre-level 30? So, champions in development, I don't know any secrets that you guys can't find out. It's all the stuff I know is from reading Reddit, pretty much. And all I know is there's a champion being developed that's like a dragon, rain god thing. Maybe like Ao Kuang in Smite. That's all I know. I don't know anything more. And who do I consider my main champion pre-level 30? Don't know whether that's like when I started League of Legends, who did I play? If that is the case, I played Fiddlesticks. If it's, when I level a Smurf, who do I like play or something? Anything. I don't really main anything when I'm leveling a Smurf. So thanks for the questions. Next one from Jordan Green. When did you start playing League of Legends and what was my hobby before that? If it was World of Warcraft, before that. Also, do I think I would ever make a Draw My Life? Maybe when my channel blows up. I know it will. So yeah, thanks for the kind words. Excuse me. So, yeah, League of Legends, obviously right now is my main hobby. Before League of Legends, it was World of Warcraft. But during my time at World of Warcraft, I was very much into sports. I was kind of a weird jock, if you want to put it in that way. I was, captain of a football team. I played in the A-League champion in football, played rugby, all that type of thing. But when my free time, I gamed. That's all I did. My sports friends, I played Xbox casually, but never as hardcore as what I used to do. So sport probably is going to be the answer to that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Sport definitely. And would I ever make a Draw My Life? I'm quite a fan of these Draw My Life videos. They're pretty cool, but I also agree that you should only do them on a big milestone. Foxdrop, obviously, I'm sure many of you are aware of who Foxdrop is, another League YouTuber that I know fairly well. He only just did his now at 200,000 subscribers. Which obviously that's a lot of subscribers. That's like just under 10 times bigger than me. So would I ever do one? Sure. But I'd only do one after a big milestone. Now I'm not saying 200,000 subscribers. Maybe, and this is maybe, I don't even know however big I'm going to get on League or YouTube. But maybe 100,000 subscribers would do a Draw My Life. I'm not sure how interesting my life would be in a Draw My Life, because I've had a fairly standard one. There have been a couple things that maybe are a bit different, but yeah, I'm never going to shut the door on that, because I will do one if people really want it at a big milestone. So thanks for the question. This next one is from Benji Adiki. What would be your favourite free-to-play game outside of League of Legends? So obviously, yeah, League of Legends is apparently a free-to-play game. I never heard of it, but I've spent so much money on this game. But what would be my favourite free-to-play? If you asked me 8 years ago, when I was like 10, 11, it would have been RuneScape. Now, like today, no idea. I don't play free-to-play games apart from League of Legends. So I can't really answer the question. It would be, if I had to play something other than League, it would be something that I pay for, pretty much. I think League is like the most successful game that is free to play, in my perspective. There is Dota 2, but I'm not a fan of Dota 2. No bashing on it, but just not my style. So, no idea. Thanks for the question anyway. Next one is by Vilgot Joberg. It's a Scandinavian name. Sorry, I butcher all the Scandinavian names. Can I make a level 1 to 90 WoW Let's Play? Honestly, probably not. On the channel, I try to always have League of Legends content going up, but then I have one thing on the channel that is not League of Legends. So right now, we have Valiant Hearts. It's an amazing war game, and it's not getting many views, but I don't really mind. But if you do want to watch it, go ahead. But what I would never do a 1 to 90. The only thing I'd potentially do would be when Warlords of Draenor comes out in December, I would potentially do maybe like maybe a montage of leveling up from level 90 to 100. That would be the only thing I'd do. So yeah, I'd never make an actual 1 to 90 Let's Play, unfortunately. But unless a lot of people wanted it, and I know the majority of people wouldn't probably watch it anyway. Next one is from Eric Thingval. I'd love to see some WoW content from you. You're my favourite YouTubers, but I just came back into WoW as well since I've lost interest in League of Legends. Sorry to hear that. So my question, can I expect some WoW content from you from now on? Maybe. I'm never going to say that yes, because, you know, League of Legends is the main thing of this channel. That's not going to change. You know, that may change in the future. Who knows? If League of Legends dies and I still want to do YouTube, I may have to swap boat onto a different game. But League of Legends is thriving. I'm not going to change because I still love the game. Would I do WoW content? Maybe. Again, I might do occasional, you know, say Warlords of Draenor comes out, you know, I'm probably not going to do any raid content. If let's say I get into a raiding guild in the next couple of weeks, start raiding, I'm not going to do any raiding content until Warlords of Draenor. If I'm raiding in Warlords of Draenor, I'm doing raiding and I'm clearing bosses that, you know, a lot of people haven't cleared, then yeah, I'll do a boss kill. I'll just throw up a boss kill with music in the background so you can see my guild getting a kill or something like that. That would be an idea. And other than that, maybe some PvP stuff, arena occasionally, maybe some holiday stuff, you know, like I'm going to do all the holiday quests, something, I don't know. So maybe, you know, it's to be determined. Next question is by Sambo Z. And just quickly say, if you did say happy birthday in your question, I much appreciated. I'm not going to read it out here, but yeah, it is appreciated, so thanks very much. So Sambo Z asks, do I still enjoy top or am I going back to mid? Second question, what is my favourite team in the EU LCS and the NA LCS? So my favourite, first one, do I still enjoy top or am I back in mid? I still enjoy top, definitely. Top lane is a fun lane. I play fairly well in solo queue in top lane. So I still would definitely be playing it. But as for maining a role, I'm not really decided what I'm going to do. You know, going back to mid lane is tempting to me, but I am actually talking to Fi about, I think I mentioned it, making the casual team. No idea what role I'll play. Maybe I'll go back mid if we don't have a mid laner. No idea what Thor's doing. Maybe I'll stay top. Maybe I'll jungle. No idea. But in solo queue terms, I will be playing everything. I'm just going to have some fun. I haven't had fun in League for a while now, so I'm definitely going to just get back into playing stuff that I'm just going to have fun with. So next question from Sambo is, what are my favourite EU and NA LCS teams? So EU, honestly, I don't really have a favourite. I'm not a massive EU LCS fan. Although, you know, I respect it and all that. They're good players in there. It just doesn't grab me. I'm not excited to watch any of the EU LCS games compared to NA. I love the NA LCS and I pretty much watch every single game. My favourite team in NA is TSM. And my second team, because I do have a second team, is actually Dignitas. This season, they've grown on me so much. I've always been a little bit of a fan, but the way that their whole persona and how they treat the game is amazing. You know, they have fun. They're the team that's always laughing, and I respect that. So yeah, TSM and Dignitas. So thanks for the question, or questions. Next one is by Kasper Kessima. What is my favourite OGN team? So the Korean equivalent of LCS. Favorite OGN team? I don't really have a favorite. I just watch it every now and then. I am subscribed to the OGN or whatever the channel is on Twitch. I am subscribed to that to get the HD option. Don't really have a favorite. You know, I respect all the teams. They're incredibly high skilled, and I just watch them. Don't really have a favorite. If I enjoy watching SKT because Faker's a god. Enjoy watching like the CJ Enters teams. You know, they're just all pretty damn good. Don't have a favorite, but just enjoy watching it. So thanks for the question. Next one. So actually, we've been going for 11 minutes. So we actually are on going quite quickly. So yeah, we're on time right now. Lord Blaze asks, if I do WoW, what vids would I do? Already answered that one. What kind of cake do I like? Presume that's something to do with the birthday. And do I think Zac Jungle will be good with the new Quail Coat item? And also, any tips for playing Yasuo and Zed mid? What cake do I like? Honestly, I don't love cake. I used to like it as a kid, but I've kind of grown out of it. My sister asked me earlier, do I want a birthday cake? Because they know I'm not a massive fan of it anyway. I was like, nah, don't worry about it. I probably won't eat it anyway. I've just grown out of it. I don't eat a lot of chocolate. I don't eat a lot of sweets. I just eat a lot, I guess, of like food. But that's obviously going to stop. Like today is actually the first day that I've started having protein shakes, and I'm actually doing meal replacements with protein shakes. So instead of having lunch, have a protein shake instead. So yeah, that should be good. What do I think Zac Jungle would be good? Maybe. Time will tell. Like a lot of people go the day after a patch or a couple of days, they go, is this champion good now? Who knows? It's going to take at least a week for players to kind of have an understanding of the champion. Now, obviously, I do not play Zac. I used to play Zac Jungle quite a bit, but I haven't played him in so long. I haven't even played with the new jungle item, so no idea, honestly. All I'd say is watch like Odd One, because he's honestly, I'd say, the best support jungler that NA has. Which, if support junglers are becoming strong again, look out for him coming back into LCS, replacing Amazing. I'm calling it right now. And then any tips for Yasuo and Zed? Runes are important on both of them. Make sure you have the right runes. Item builds, again, very important. That's just basic stuff. Learn the matchups. And yeah, I always struggle, when people say, what's a specific tip for this champion? Because it's kind of hard to nail down just one specific thing or any like little things, Just play the champion and you'll like kind of get the gist of what's going on, and then you just got to kind of perfect what you're kind of doing anyway. Yeah, thanks for the question. Next one is by Sissy Foss, if it's a silent PH. Quite a lot of questions in here. So we've got, do I enjoy aging? Do I still play Smite or Wildstar? If no, why not? Is there any point being in TeamSpeak as a bronze noob? Is WoW easy to pick up? Is my own game / level almost finished yet? Why don't I make videos with Foxdrop? Would you ever consider playing more jungle in your gold plat videos? What philosophies attract you? And does the upcoming Rift update appeal to me? So, do I enjoy aging? Kind of an interesting question. There's positives and negatives. Positives being that you can do more stuff independently. I can buy my own things. I have my own cards that I can purchase something on the internet. Don't need like parents' permission. That's kind of cool. I can go out when I want to, or I can do anything I want, really. So that's a plus. Negative thing is you get a lot more responsibilities when you're older. When I was 5 years ago, say, I didn't have to make my own food occasionally. It was always done for me. Just basic stuff. I got lift to school. I didn't have to go on my bike by myself. Just basic things change, and they actually make a big difference in your life. So, and then there's obviously the inevitable. You're getting older. You're getting, sad as it sounds, you're getting closer to the end of your life type thing. So you may as well make it as much worth it as possible. Enjoy it? Probably, yeah. I'm enjoying to kind of get my own, I'm 20 years old now. I'm looking forward till I'm 25. I've got my own place. Maybe, have a good girlfriend or something. Looking to start a family, being in a good career, hopefully. That is really appealing to me. So yeah, have to see. Do I still play Smite or Wildstar? If no, why not? I don't play either of them anymore. Smite was a thing that I was just playing for a little bit with some friends that I had. And yeah, I just grew out of it, played League of Legends just a little bit more. And then Wildstar, I was so hyped for that game, but it just didn't grab me. So like World of Warcraft, when I picked that up, I was hooked. I was like, I'm going to play this game for years, and I did. I don't see myself playing Wildstar, I have to be honest. It just doesn't appeal to me as much. I've actually, as you've seen, I've resubbed to World of Warcraft. Even though it's a 10-year-old game now, I still think it's a better game than Wildstar. So yeah. Is there any point being in on Teamspeak as a bronze noob? Okay, for those who aren't aware, I do have my own Teamspeak server that you're welcome to join. I will put the IP in the description below. There's also, it's always available in the About tab on the channel. But yeah, you're welcome to join. There's just the basic rules. It's a push-to-talk only server, so there's no open mics or there's no voice activation, because what we found, people were coughing all the time, speaking over each other, people like speaking to people that are in the same room by accident, so that's annoying. And then just the basic rules. I don't have any sympathy for trolls. If you're a troll, don't go on the server because you'll just get banned. I have no sympathy for you at all. And respect others, be nice, don't use don't be extremely racist, don't use really bad language, don't pick fights or anything. Yeah, just be nice, treat others how you want to be treated. And if you just want to come say hello to me, feel free. If you want to come ask questions, feel free. Just understand if I'm busy or something, or if I'm like doing stuff with my friends, I can't always put attention to you. So yeah, you're welcome to join though. So it's a 75 slot server. We normally only have about 5 to 10 people on. So you are welcome to join. Is WoW easy to pick up, or any MMO, or without any MMO experience? Yeah, definitely. World of Warcraft is a fairly easy game anyway. I'd say World of Warcraft only gets hard when you're doing heroic raiding, or like high level PvP. So it's easy to pick up. Your first character, you'll be leveling it up from level 1 to 90, and that will take you quite a while. So you'll be learning all that time. So definitely easy to pick up. I'd recommend it to anybody that has not played World of Warcraft. I'm very surprised if you haven't, because a lot of people that start on PC gaming, World of Warcraft is one of the must games that you have to play, just to have a sense of what like a lot of the community has come from. So next question. Is my own game / level almost finished yet? My own level is actually finished. I submitted it. It was a university assignment. I submitted it and I got 68%, which in university terms, that's actually really good. I was 2% off at first. I got a 2-1 in it. And this question probably would lead on, would I make a video of it or show you guys? I don't know, really, because it looked good when I showed you the initial time, but then all it turned into, basically, I've got a 2-screen setup, as many of you guys know. I had designing the game on this screen, and I had the marking criteria on this screen, and all I was doing was going, right, I need this, design it, tick it off. I need that, design it, tick it off. That's all I did, and that's how I got fairly a high grade. So it's not amazing to look at, but it has all the fundamentals that I needed to get a high grade in it, I suppose. Next question. Just going to take a little drink. Why don't I ever make videos with Foxdrop? So yeah, I've known Foxdrop for quite a while, and we've never made a video together apart from the Fives video that I did a while back, that I was playing ranked 5v5 with Fox, Fi, Kiori, and Uberdanger. That was fairly fun. But the problem with like doing collaborations in the stuff that we do, it's hard. Like if you compare, like, say, what I do with the Yogscast. A lot of people know the Yogscast. Say Duncan from the Yogscast makes videos with Shin because they can just play Minecraft together. They can entertain you. They're doing a series together. What I do is help you become a better LoL player, probably, and do guides, commentaries. I can't do a guide or a commentary with another person, or it'll be a bit odd. And that's the same thing with Fox. He does guides, commentaries, and all that tip videos. So there's no really interlock. We can't do it together because there's nothing to do together. The only thing I'd say, and me and Fi have actually spoken about this, is do it like a montage type situation. If you've ever watched like Peace Pigeon or something, they do like really cool, highly edited, like ranked 5s montages that has like all cool plays in it. That's the only thing that you could really do, and even that, you're not actually really doing it together. You're just playing the games together, which we do anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much the reason. It's just hard for the stuff we do. Next one. Would I ever consider playing a bit more jungle in your gold to plat videos? Yeah, I'm going to be a little bit more open now that we actually have got gold. I'll be playing more roles. I'll be playing a bit more mid, playing a bit more jungle. The only roles I'll probably try to avoid is the bot lane, because I just don't like playing bot lane. I'll be honest. It's just something that doesn't really interest me that highly. So yeah. What philosophies attract you? So I'm guessing like treat others how you want to be treated, that type of thing. But be nice in general. Don't rage. Don't get angry when it's not necessary. use violence when it's only the only option left. Because, you know, violence generally is bad, but sometimes it's needed, and I will say that. But yeah, just be nice. Have fun. You only live once, from like what I believe. You only live once, so try to make the most of it. Push yourself as hard as you can go. I speak from experience that I didn't push myself enough in school, and I regret it to this day. So yeah, just do your best. Have fun in your life and all that type of thing. You know, it goes without saying. And then, final one by Sissy. A lot of questions. Does the upcoming Rift update appeal to you? Honestly, not really. I haven't played Rift in a long time, so I couldn't really care less. Just haven't played Rift, so I don't even know what the update is. So anyway, thanks for the question, Sissy. There's a lot of them there. So moving on to the next page. So we are 22 minutes in, so we'll probably do 5-10 more minutes, and that'll be part 1 done. And then, as I said, part 2 will be tomorrow. So next question is by Prune on Twitter. Hey Huz, just picked up Jace. Have I got any tips for him? The biggest tip that I'd give is mastering your acceleration gate in 2 ways. Mastering when to use it with your cannon form Q, and then also mastering it when you want to get the maximum speed output when you're just running away from people. So, how can I explain this? If this is a top lane, it's going along this way, your gate generally will go above it. It will go perpendicular to it. I think that's the right word. All you basically want to learn is to cast it that way, parallel to the lane, because Jace will run through the gate, and as long as he's running through it, he's permanently getting the speed buff, so you get it for a longer duration. So that can help you get out of tricky situations. It's just kind of hard to master doing it. But definitely look into that, as it does help quite a bit. Thanks for the question. Next one is by Tomo2. Can I tell us one thing that helped me grow my YouTube channel the most? Probably growth advertisement. And I don't mean paid advertisement or anything. I mean like Reddit is the key to becoming big on YouTube instantly. League of Legends Reddit obviously is very hard to get something on the front page. In my whole history of doing YouTube, I haven't posted that much on Reddit, but I've only had one thing on Reddit, and you can guess what that one is the How I Got Diamond video, and that's got like nearly 200,000 views on it now. Advertise on Summoner School and all different little subreddits that may need like a little bit of help, like subreddits that people go for having tips. Play, help get your friends to help spread it around. If your friends are supportive, that's always a nice thing. But the main thing is make good content. If you advertise like anything, you advertise, even pay advertisement, no one will watch it or continue watching it if it's bad. You have to make good content. And I'm not saying my content's amazing or anything, but I'd like to think my content is good enough that people are willing to subscribe. 23,000 of you are willing to subscribe to stay around to continue watching stuff that I output. So yeah, pretty much just make good content and advertise when necessary. Don't advertise every video because that just is a bit tedious. Advertise stuff that you're proud of and the best of it. Thanks for the question. Next one is by Ferdy Walters. What underplayed champion do I think is really good? Name, I think a minimum of 3 champions. Top of my head, Aatrox probably is one of them, even though he's played in EU LCS. NA LCS isn't even touched him, and I think he's actually really strong. So definitely, he's one of them. Another one, Anivia. Now that I think of Anivia, you got Froggen that is very good on Anivia. You've got Kerp that is also very good on Anivia. And that's it. No other mid laners in LCS play Anivia to a very high level, or at least they don't show it. And she's incredibly strong. If you're a main Anivia, or you've known a main Anivia, she's incredibly strong. She's like one of the strongest mid laners if you're really good at her. Definitely underrated and definitely underplayed. And I can't think of a third. I actually thought about this question earlier, and I only can think of 2, so there's 2 for you. Next question is from Marco Yolo. Hey Huz, can you tell us in your next video how I started off in League of Legends and how did I climb the ranked ladder? So I started off League, I can briefly tell you here. I started off League basically being bored of World of Warcraft, following the StarCraft scene and realising League of Legends was becoming bigger. Picked it up, got hooked to it, that's history, I played it since. And then, how did I climb the ranked ladder? I'd recommend watching the How I Got Diamond video that explains how I went from unranked Season 1 to Diamond Season 3. But I need to make an updated version of that video. I said I was going to do it at the start of Season 4. Yeah, that didn't happen. Yeah, I'm going to look into doing that definitely in the next couple of weeks. Just nail that down. How did I get Diamond Season 4? So, yeah, look out for that in the next few weeks. Next question, thanks for it as well. The next question is, how is your... by Frikak? I'm so bad at names. Frikak Creso. How is your team doing? Can you talk about that for a while? So, Absolute Zero, as many of you are aware, kind of went thump. Different stories, there is different things that went into it. I made the video, the hiatus video, basically the day that I found out what like a little bit was going on. In hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have made it straight away. Maybe I should have found out a little bit more. But obviously, since the video, I have learnt quite a bit more. But I'm not going to go into like putting that stuff out there. All the video and all I can probably say is the old roster of Absolute Zero, majority of it will not be happening anymore. Me and Fi have talked about bringing back, the casual team, as I've said. So, no idea who will be in that team. And the one thing that me and Fi have said is because it will be turning into like probably a more casual team, but still entering tournaments, etc. We probably won't limit ourselves to the UK because we probably won't go LANs because we won't be serious. So, excuse me. Yeah, just a bit more casual. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I'll say. Next one, and this was probably going to be last, but one, we'll do one after this, is by Goncalo Alves. What is my favourite champ in top lane? Favourite champion in top lane, probably Shyvana. Well, I actually have three, Shyvana, Rengar, and Jace. I enjoy playing all of them, but if I had to play just one champion again and again, probably would be Shyvana because she's so diverse. She can't get shut down easy, she can farm from ranged, and she's just hella good in the late game team fights, etc. So yeah, she's definitely probably my favourite of everything. And then the final question for part 1, part 2 will be tomorrow, is from Axel Johnson. And it is, when playing top lane and going for the standard Sunfire cape against an AD, is it better to get the Chain Vest or Giant's Belt first? And what situations will I get Chain Vest first? Vice versa. So all I'll say is there's not actually many situations nowadays that you actually rush Sunfire cape. Pretty much because the meta is attack speed champions. Rushing Randuin's, even because he got nerfed, is actually kind of a more viable option on a lot of champions. And the only champion that I can kind of think of the top of my head that you rush any defensive item first, or not even every single top laner, like right now, you don't really rush a defensive item. I'd say Shyvana, if you're against like a Renekton or something, you may go tanky, but you won't build Sunfire. First item, Nasus, you won't build Sunfire. Renekton, you build Sunfire for wave clear, but you build a Tiamat first. Jax, you build Randuin's. Aurelia, you build Randuin's after like Triforce Bork. So, yeah, the meta's kind of changed from Sunfire, but when you are looking into what you build first, generally, the health is better first, unless you really are in trouble and they're auto-attacking you all the time, etc. But yeah, like if we swap this question to when you're building Randuin's or you're rushing Randuin's, a lot of the time getting the Warden's Mail is better because of the meta is attack speed top laners, Aurelia, Jax, Trundle, all attack speed based, right? The Warden's Mail reduces the attack speed, therefore you have the armor as well as the attack speed slow, therefore you'll probably be a little bit better than the health. So yeah, that's pretty much the answer to that question. So that has been part 1 to the Q&A. Thanks all for the questions, and yeah, thanks for the happy birthdays and everything. I appreciate it. So this has been part 1. Part 2 tomorrow, and I'll see you guys then. So I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.